This is election week, and as of right now, there's still no decision on who the next president is. This creates uncertainty in the market. The market doesn't like uncertainty. So the question is, how do I invest in the current market's condition? Let me walk you through what you should consider doing. What do we do on Trending Thursday? We look at stocks that are making the news. We use the power of the VectorVest software to make a determination. Is it a stock that you might want to take advantage of or not? And I walk you through what to look for when investing in a stock, but I analyze stocks only in a way that VectorVest can. A lot of people may talk about the same stocks that we talk about here on Trending Thursday, but they give you a lot of subjective information. I am going to give you objective information, which is right to pinpoint to help you make the right decisions. I will never talk you into trying to buy a stock or sell a stock. That's not my job. My job is to show you the power of the VectorVest system to help you to know when to buy, when to know what to buy, and know when to sell. That's what VectorVest is all about. And we use the articles that are out there in the news to analyze stocks, again, like no one else can, to give you the right information. All right, so with that, I'm going to get right into it. We always start off with looking at what's going on in the market. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. We had an election, and still there is no president announced yet. So one thing I never do in these sessions, I never do politics. I don't do politics and I don't do religion, except for I let everybody know that I'm a Christian. All right? And that's as far as I go as far as religion. But whatever your views are in the room, they are your views. I will not let that play into what's going on in the market. All right? Just want that to be known. But that is the elephant in the room. So with all of that, my feeling in regards to what's going on in the market is normally the market doesn't like indecision and it doesn't like any ways of going out of the norm. But this is interesting, is that the market is taking that information and still moving higher. All right, so let's talk about that. I'm going to go to the home page of the VectorVest software, and we're going to get into talking about what's going on in the market. And the VectorVest software has a unique way of talking about the market. This homepage is laid out just like the front page of your local newspaper, where we're going to give you all of the pertinent information you needed to help you to make decisions in the market. First off, we have our color guard. Our color guard talks about what's going on in the market, and we have three lights. We have a red, yellow, and green. We'll use it like a traffic light. When it's the meter is in the red, that's a good time to stop going long in the market. In the yellow, slow down. And as you can see today, we are pegged all the way into the green. And VectorVest does advocate buying safe, undervalued stocks that are rising in price at this time. Now, prior to that, I'm going to go back one day. Prior to that, we were telling you to be cautious. Cautious means what? Slow down. It doesn't mean stop, all right? And it doesn't mean anything else except for slow down. With all of this, we were preparing our customers just in case the market would turn around and go down. We time the market, but we don't predict which way the market is going to go. So we always track the trend of the market. And the trend was telling us to be careful. A lot of yellow lights over the last 6 trading days. With today's activity, we're now full bore green. Our underlying trend of the market is above 1. The primary wave of the market is up. The market's back in an uptrend with the relative timing above 1, buy to sell ratio above 1, telling us that the market is showing more signs of strength than weakness. I'm going to show you where our guidance would have helped any of you who are not subscribers to the software. All right, so 3 green lights, okay to buy stocks. Looking at the major indices today, the Dow is up over 550 points, NASDAQ up 290. Everything, all of our main indices are all up to include our VectorVest Composite, which is up 2% today. Everything is up in excess of 2% or more. This is a good day in the market to buy stocks. So now I'm going to take this a step further. I'm going to go to our market timing graph. And we're going to show this again in a minute anyway. But our market timing graph has something called the VVC, or VectorVest Composite. It's shown here in candlesticks, all right? The VectorVest Composite is an indexed arithmetic average of the over 8,300 stocks that we track. That's right, folks. We track over 8,300 stocks in one ticker symbol, known as the VVC, and that's what we use for market timing. If you are a subscriber to the VectorVest software, I did the color guard report last night, and I said that we stopped at a level of resistance on the VectorVest Composite sitting at $52.71. And I also said, and if this market still has legs, we need to break above that level of resistance, and today, currently, we are with no wick at the top. So, coming off of this level of a low from that high, all right, I want to show you something. I'm going to put that on the graph, and this is for the benefit of the people who are not subscribers to the VectorVest software. We have market timing signals. So here is the low coming off of that high on 10/30 of 2020. I'm going to put a signal on, one of the more aggressive signals called the primary wave. All right, one of the more aggressive signals called the primary wave. All right, as I put that on, we got a signal 2 days off of the bottom. Let me zoom in. See this bottom coming off of the high? 2 days off of that bottom, our more aggressive traders got a signal to get into the market. Now, if you're a little bit more prudent, if I change from primary wave to DEW, that same day we gave our more prudent subscribers an opportunity to get into the market. Look at the date that we gave those calls, 11/3. What has the market done since then? All right, so keeping that in mind, for those of you who are not subscribers to the software, we do help our customers with the when to buy. From a market timing perspective, we help you get into the market at the right time. What Joey's going to do, he's going to give those people who are not subscribers to the VectorVest software a link to utilize to get a trial to the software for 99 cents. 99 cents for 30 days. All right, if you want this kind of information to get you into the market at the right time, 99 cents is the way to go, but you've got to click that link, that www.vectorvest.com/YT. The YT denotes YouTube. So in order to get that 99-cent trial, you've got to click that link because that trial is only going out to our YouTubers. Only going out to our YouTubers, so you have to use that link. All right, so from a market timing perspective, that's what we look like, and we were able to get our customers in at the right time, but,
Did VectorVest close?
No, I think I closed the graph.
Sweet.
Oh, that's what okay, hold on. I closed the graph. This is why I have a producer. Say hi, Joey.
Hi, Joey.
Joey's my producer. When I mess up stuff like that, I'm not ready to go there yet. Once I mess up stuff like that, Joey is the guy that gets me back on the right track. All right. So now I'm going to go to my first story. All right. So now we understand what the market looks like, what the market from this time point. If you're bullish in the market, it's a good thing to be bullish in the market. I wanted to pinpoint when we started to get our customers back into the market coming off of that low. So what's making the market do what it does? First off, it was after 2 o'clock. The Fed holds the interest rate steady, near zero, says economy is still well below pre-pandemic levels. That's big news. So the interest rates are not going to go up, but I don't think anybody out there was anticipating that the rates at this time would go up. So I think that was baked into what's going on. So let's talk about what's making the market do what it's doing from our news section. Stocks rise and post-election rally even as a winner remains unclear. The S&P 500 jumps 2%. That was a couple of days ago. Stocks are rallying led by tech. Despite a tight election race, here's what 4 experts say on the move. So the story is that even with the election not clearly called yet, the market is still running up. Now, when the market normally sees things like this happening, market tends to fluctuate back up and down, up and down, up and down. But this time, the market is clearly on the sides of the bulls and rocking and rolling. What else is going on in the market? Well, how about this? The trade deficit narrowed in September as exports rose. Well, if exports rise, that means people are buying our products. And at the price of the dollar, the cost of the dollar, normally exports go up when the dollar falls, all right, because then people are going to get our goods at a lower price. But right now, the trade deficit narrowed in September as exports rose. Exports rose almost 3% to 176 billion. Imports up 5% to 240 billion. So we are still taking in more than we're shipping out, but nonetheless, we are going in the right direction, because if we're selling more goods, that brings in more money to our economy. Another story. Unemployment is another big thing that could move the market, right? Unemployment claims held nearly steady last week, but the number of people applying for jobs benefits has trended down in the recent weeks, suggesting the pace of layoffs eased despite the resurgence in new coronavirus cases. Now, if we look across the globe, specifically in the United States, coronavirus cases are rising. North Carolina happens to be where we are, one of the 7 fastest states as far as rising coronavirus cases. All right, but even with that, it tells me that people are more in tune with wanting to open up the economy and open up the markets. Well, not the markets, but our economy more so than not. But personally, I would rather err on the side of caution. You know, I like the idea that restaurants are opening, but they're practicing social distancing. All right, they are still open. They're still making money. Maybe not making as much money because they're not at full capacity. But if full capacity starts to spread coronavirus a little bit more, see, now I'm getting more into my own personal opinion, and that's not what we're here for, right? So unemployment claims held nearly steady last week. So from an unemployment perspective, more and more people are slowly but surely going back to work. Less people are claiming unemployment. And not only that, another reason why unemployment probably, why people are trying to go back to work is there's no stimulus. Keep that in mind. There has been no stimulus. So people are sitting at home not getting the extra stimulus. What are they going to do? Well, might as well go back to work, right? And the other side of that is there are people that are still nervous about going back to work. So keeping that in mind as well, look at both sides of the spectrum, folks. Look at both sides of the spectrum. All right. Those are my 3 stories in regards to what's moving the market from an economic standpoint. Let's get back into the software. From the software, we're going to go back to our market timing graph. We're going to put that on a 3-month graph. With that kind of news coming off of the low, the market's definitely moving higher, breaking above, again, that level of resistance. I'm going to add a new graph. I'm going to put on the SPY. For those people who are not VectorVest subscribers, let's take a look at it as well. Clearly looking at the spiders breaking above a level of a 20-day exponential moving average. That could have been a good entry point yesterday. It's moving up today. Nice open candle, very little wick at the top and the bottom. Open candle. Look at that, though. It's going up today for the past 2 days or for the last day. Look at the volume on the S&P pulling back. But our indicator relative timing tells us that the S&P is back in an up market after it had pulled back through this trend line. So for those of you who are not subscribers to the software and you're looking for a way to time the market, looking at a technical graph on the S&P is a good way to do so. For those of you who are subscribers, we have the indicator that tracks over 8,300 stocks. The spiders only tracks 500 stocks. That's why we feel that the VectorVest Composite is a better indicator of the broad market movement. So how do you trade this market? Market's going up. If you're in the market right now, just make sure you let your stops manage your trades. If you're not in the market right now, it's okay to get in as long as you're buying on an up day. Now, the market could be going up, and let's say it goes down tomorrow. Do you buy tomorrow even though the market's going up overall? No. Only buy on a rising day. That helps to ensure more confirmation that you're doing it the right way. So those are our 2 indicators that we use for timing the market: the VectorVest Composite tracking over 8,300 stocks, and of course the S&P 500, which tracks 500 stocks. And those are the news that's moving the market. Anybody have any questions before we get into our next story. All right. While you're answering that question or getting ready to ask questions, please understand if you're brand new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. Ring that bell. That way you will be alerted to any new content as it comes out. I'm still seeing more non-subscribers attending these webcasts than subscribers. Folks, there's no reason. If you like what you see and you continually come back, why not subscribe to the channel? Just think of it from that perspective, right? This is podcastable. All right. If you ever miss these sessions live, you go to your favorite place to get a podcast, search for Trending Thursday. And we are on every podcast outlet out there. So if you ever do miss it, you can go listen to the podcast. And last but not least, look down below this video. We do have a VectorVest merchandise store. All right, I started slow with VectorVest several years ago and slowly added more of their service and have been very happy and very successful. It pays for itself. Again, folks that are brand new to this channel, listen to some of the talk from our VectorVest subscribers. Ninja says, why does VectorVest use a 40-day moving average versus an exponential moving average? So Ninja, I am using a 20-day exponential moving average. All right. If you look on, that's what I have here. Now on the VectorVest software, I think a good middle of the road moving average that, just for anybody just coming in, a 40-day moving average is just good middle of the road. Nothing more, nothing less. I've used VectorVest for a number of years. In the first 4 years, I was able to double my IRA, and it's only gone up since. There you go. Ninja, who just asked the question about the moving average. It all is a personal preference. In these sessions, because I have a lot of new people in here, I want to just use something that's good, middle of the road, to get you in and out at the right times. All right. Does the mobile app have primary wave and due? Daniel, a good person to answer that question would be Patrick France, who does his presentation on the mobile app every Thursday at 11 a.m. So to answer on what did I say? Oh, it's on Facebook. He does it every Thursday at 11 a.m. on Facebook. But I do not think that the market timing calls are on the app. And that's probably, if that is true, that's probably something that we need to look into. All right, that's probably something that we need to look into. All right, what happened about the lipstick? What are you talking about, Jay? There was no lipstick on that cup. How do I get the 20-day exponential moving average on the VectorVest chart? Susan, go over to this box that says price right here. If you right-click on that box, you're going to get to add a moving average. And you can either add a simple exponential or weighted moving average. And if you want the exponential, let's say you want the exponential 40. All right, click on exponential 40. It will now add it to your parameter list. And once you click that box, there is the 40 exponential. And I can make it lighter or darker by right-clicking on it, change the style. And by changing the style, I can change the color or change the thickness of it like I just did. All right, so that's how you add a moving average to the graphs. Hey, if you like this content, guess what? You can join us live every Thursday at 2 p.m. here on YouTube. Join VV Nation. We hope to see you there.